funny because I never realized it before I ended it, but at the end credits, if you looked, the little gravestone, it said for the chinchilla, and it said she did it for the internship hours or whatever, and it was really the internship credits, and I'm like, that is so silly. I love it. Then what is it? So, anyways, we're gonna play this one now, and these are really cute. Just have to say, this is on itch.io. So really, you should support the people who make these games. They are really cute. I love them so far. Like, some games I've found are really cute, really cool, really, and they're free. You can get them for free, but support them if you can. They're awesome. Huzzah. What the heck? Why is that one differently drawn from everyone else? That one looks like you cropped it out from, like you traced it. Why is it like that? I don't like it. Boy, I'm glad to see you here. To see you, Investigator. Who's that with you? Okay, you go. A pleasure as always, Bobcat. Please let me introduce you to my latest sidekick, the Trauma. Please don't call me that trained forensic pathologist. Please don't call the trained please don't call the trained forensic pathologist a sidekick investigator. Also, you're paying me. In any case, Bobcat, please tell us about the victim. The sunken skunk. A nasty fellow, by all accounts. Mid-30s, did odd jobs along the dock. He spent most of his time at the Red Heron, a local tavern, drinking and getting thrown out for brawn. We found him washed up on the shore river, quite close to the herring. Hang on, I'm itching my leg. Itchy knee, itchy knee. That's a fishy business, gentlemen. It's fishy business, gentlemen. No sign of fresh injuries or struggle, but plenty of people who would have stood in line for an opportunity, if you ask me. If you don't mind, Bobcat, I'll have my sidekick take a look at the body. Pass me the rubber gloves, please, Investigator. And now, a long-handed scalpel. And that hypodermic needle. I'm about to do some hits, if you know what I mean. If that's, I don't know. And that giant bottle with a skull and bones labeled on it, please. Oh, and cotton swabs, and perhaps a sawbone. Should I be worried? No, the Trauma Llama is professional. He's best in his field. I'll take your word for it, Investigator. Alright, gentlemen. I'm still processing the toxicology samples. Those won't be done for a bit, but I can tell you, now, the time of death was less than 48 hours ago. And the cause of death was definitely asphyxiation, or rather, drought. Because he's stupid. Man thought he could swim when he was drunk. sounds like an L to me. What do you say, Investigator? Sounds like he needs to get good. Cause of death was death by definitely drowning. Like I said. Hang on, I gotta twirl my thumbs for this guy. Unfortunately, my medicine examinations doesn't quite corroborate Bobcat's initial conclusion. He has 3 cracked ribs, blood under his fingernails, and initial bruising. Victim has 3 cracked ribs, but other signs of struggle. Huh? Well, it can't be Sweeney Todd over here. Cutting up people's bodies. Jealousy is becoming Bobcat. Now please, allow us to inspect the crime scene. Rope. I'm about to reach the end of my rope here. The sunken skunk would probably have used this life preserver. Poor guy. Bobcat, why are these crates here? Huh? Oh, they washed up shore with the victim. It was almost like he was holding them. They're just full of sardine cans. Wait, they're just full of sardine cans. I'm sorry, I have to do that noise now for him because I imagine him like chewing something for some reason. This is opium. Let me take a hit. Still lights up some opium. Yes, just as I thought. You were right, Bobcat. This is very fishy business indeed. You see, Bobcat is always right. Boat. The happiest times in a man's life. When he buys a boat and when he sells it. Sadly, there's no message in the bottle. Sadly, there's no message in it. Just your everyday discarded beer bottle. Please, don't litter, kids. Holding on tightly to his wallet. Not trying to steal from the dead, are you, Tramalama? Well, you really aren't paying me enough. Oh, look at this, Tramalama. It's an unpaid tab bill for the red herring. $500. The second skunk must have really liked his booze. 300 of it is apparently for broken furniture and tableware. Victim's wallet. Victim apparently is owed $400 to the owner of red herring. Oh boy. This tattoo is of the local river gang, the King Crabs. You suspect he's related to a gang-related homicide? You suspect a gang-related homicide? Itchy leg. the very least, we should be on the lookout for any fellow members seeking revenge. This is a tangled case indeed, my friends. Bobcat, you said that the shrunken skunk, sunken skunk often frequently a local establishment, Yes, sir. The Red Herring, I believe it's called. I think it would be best to continue our investigation there. Coming, Chamalama? Eh? Oh, yes. Give me a minute to pack up my forensics. I'm also gonna take a hit of this opium. Let's move on. What a colorful logo. Yeah, hell yeah, it's colorful. It's smoking that opium. Locale. Very hole in the wall. I'll be sure to leave it up with you. I'm not sure if any of these doesn't have an honest day's work in their lives. Oh, it's a seagull and I think a lobster. The illegal seagull. Oh shit, it's the fuzz. What do you want? Squawk! Do you know someone by the name of the sunken skunk? The sunken skunk? I've heard of have I heard you from have you heard from that good for nothing? Have you heard from that good for nothing? Have you heard from that good for nothing? I sent him to deliver a load of sorry, that felt weird in my throat. Sent him to deliver a load of my cargo a couple of days ago. I haven't seen hide or hair of that thief since. So you were Sunken Skunk's boss? Oh man, he's been smuggling drugs. Sure, I'm telling you, I would not give that scoundrel a letter of recommendation. Ouch. That's a death blow in the job market these days. Hired a sunken skunk to deliver a job that went bad. Why is your name the illegal seagull? Oh, you know, one of those silly childhood nicknames. I don't know if I believe you. I smoked your opium, you know. Investigator. I'm not sure, you have much room to talk, the Tramalama. Shit, he knows about the opium. What? What are you saying? What are you trying to say about my name? It's a little odd, that's all. Often you come to Red Herring. Huh? Oh, that's... Stop it, mouse. What's this? Fifth degree? The fifth degree? I actually can't stand this place. I'm only here because, that useless sunken skunk hangs out around here all the time. I thought I'd catch him here eventually. sir. You've been very helpful. Well, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, well, don't let it get around. That'll ruin my street cred. Take care. What does that say? Last brawl. Oh, since last brawl, day 1. He looks like a Donald Trump. Some mobster. Wait, the mobster lobster. Do you know someone called the Sunken Skunk? I don't know anything about the Sunken Skunk. Sir? No, I do not. What are you playing? Where are you, the paparazzi? Bye. No, I give up. I confess. I've been everything. What are you exactly confessing to? Everything. I did it. Or for what I did it. I know who did it. Take me away. I demand a witness. Protection program. That's not how it works, Mr. Squeal. What? Well, why? Why not? You have to be able to tell me what you're confessing to. Do you know the Sunken Skunk? Yeah, of course I do. I know everybody who knows anybody. Me. How would you be able to describe the Sunken Skunk? Oh man, that guy's crazy. Always walking around with his skateboard and stunted jewelry, talking about how he hated the man. I think you may be confusing him with this punk skunk. Oh no, you're right. I know who you are talking about. The guy who I played who played a mean saxophone. Had an afro, right? No, that would be the funk skunk. Investigator. We're wasting our time. Clearly has no idea what we're talking about. Claims to have known the victim, but is incapable of actually describing him. Still seems willing to talk, maybe useful for a source of information. What can you tell us about the lobster sitting in the corner? Lobster? Oh man! I'll get in trouble if I tell you. Please, Mr. Squeal. Snipes him right in the gut. All I'm saying is, you don't want to mess with that guy, alright? He's like really dangerous. They say he's the Don Quilton, the son of the Don Quilton, the head of the crawfish crew, the rival gang of the King Crabs. Yeah, the last person to piss him off, I heard they only were found in bits floating down the river. Yikes. The taciturn mafios, rumored to be a high-ranking member of the crayfish crew gang,
cross my arms like him.
Let me crack.
Welcome to the Overseas Herrings, gentlemen. How can I help you today?
Are you the owner of this establishment?
Hi. Oh, he's Irish. Hi. For my sins.
My sins. It's not too usual for Hawaii. It's far from the mountains, isn't it?
Hang on, I'm trying to... Sorry, forgive me for butchering the Irish accent. You know, your breeds, I'll give them that. I'll give you that.
Why the change of scenery?
Well, you know, I'm always trying to do it right. Hang on. Always had a wandering eye. Itchy paws and wanted to travel. So I left my hometown. When I was a young pup. You know, I've always had a wandering eye and itchy paws. I wanted to travel, and so I left my hometown when I was a young pup. And the rest was history. I'm doing it! Yay!
Do you know the sunken skunk?
That's a reprobate. The devil himself. I think now I'm going to Scottish. I don't even know who I am anymore. The devil himself. I couldn't ask for the worst customer. But I'm no longer than my tail. And always starting fights and breaking furniture.
Why didn't you abandon them?
Well, business ain't so good lately. Business ain't so good lately. I knew he worked for some shady customers, so I figured he had to get the money from somewhere. Wasn't counting on him to cough up when then selling the red herring for a ticket out of this dump. What? What? Well, hang on, I want to reread that again. Well, business ain't so good lately. I knew he worked for some shady customers, so I figured he had to be getting the money from somewhere. I wasn't counting on him to cough up when selling the red herring for a ticket to ship out of this dump. I don't even know what this accent is anymore. Just go with it, people. Just go.
Oh, if loyal customer was owed money by the victim who was apparently poorly behaved. If loyal customer. What do you do about the lobster? What do you know about the lobster over there?
Him? He's the ideal customer. Comes in, pays for his drinks, sits quietly, leaves. I don't like clockwork every Thursday. He never starts any trouble. And that's not like him. He's the ideal customer. In comes. He is the ideal customer. Fuck, I'm doing this right. Him. He's the ideal customer. Comes in, pays for his drinks, sits quietly, leaves. Like clockwork, every Thursday. Never starts trouble, not like the sunken skunk. far as I can make it out, it says, "Want him gone. Bottom of the river. Tomorrow night." Investigator, I think this is a hit order. But it was a hit on our victim. A mob letter detailing a hit on a person unknown. Another one of those sardine cans. The packing's the same as the ones we found next to the sunken skunk. Opium again. Opium again? How odd. These are usually just regular sardines. Tin sardines. Packing is the same as those we found from the victim. How quaint. A snapshot. It's a snapshot of a tavern brawl. It's a snapshot of the tavern brawl. I love how I have to draw everyone has their own gestures that I have to do in order to get into their voices. So like for the lobster I have to do a smoking thing. For the dog I have to cross my arms. For the seal I have to put my hands near my face. And then I'm so used to doing a seagull voice because I do Guac, like my D&D character. His voice is like, Guac doesn't like this. Like it's like the kind of voice that it's like that. What is it? But yeah, and then there's again I can do a deep voice like this. Normally it's fine. And then but it's so funny because I have to make a triangle with my hand and then twiddle my thumbs to do the llama. Wait a second. Look! You can see the seal, the squeal. Seal the squeal. Squeal the seal and Slunk and the skunk fighting in this. So they do know each other. It's one of those flippable calendars that says 1 day since the last brawl. The glass is too dirty to see in the kitchen. It's probably for the best. Appears to be a variety of bottles and sizes, the exact same type of rum. Yuck. Give me a nice fresh salad or fish any day. For the sake of our professional relationship, let's never eat lunch together. So we'll start with. I really want to do his voice, but we'll save it for last. What's the juice on the illegal seagull? That guy's just totally smuggling drugs. Man, I swear. Like Scoob. So we gather. Yeah, he pays real good. So, like, without the extra hassle. Dude, you just admit to being an accomplice to a federal crime. Oh, is it too late for witness protection was with you in the photo, fighting the sunken skunk together. You and the skunk and skunk fighting together. Huh? That's the sunken skunk? Yes. Oh man, this is awkward. I thought he was really a smelly badger the whole time. Look, I was really sloshed, alright? Okay, for now. Farewell. How long have you known the sunken skunk? I don't know. Few days at most. I was looking for extra hand with my shipping business. Shipping business. That's the last time I looked for hire on Craigslist. Yes, I've heard of that segment before in a recent number of cases involving a toilet tank lid. Tell me about your shipping business. It's entirely illegal. Not illegal. Illegal. Above board. And above board. Go on. I would never involve myself in smuggling stuff. Totally do not do drugs. Okay. And I am entirely upright, honest citizen. Lady Dooth protests too much. Methinks. Lady Dooth doth protest too much. Methinks. Give me some of that opium on the table and we'd be good. Give me some of that. Are these your sardines? Well, you can't just take people's stuff. Give it back here. No, I'm afraid I'll have to hold on to this as evidence. But I was gonna eat them for lunch. We'll be seeing you. Can I talk to him again? When was the last you seen the skunk and skunk? Let me think. It must be 2 nights ago. Now we're Russian. It must be 2 nights ago. We came already 3 sheets too wide to the wind. Ordered him us good. Let me think. Must have been 2 nights ago. He came to me. He came in. Already 3 sheets went to the wind. Ordered some more. I got into a master brawl with the seal, with the squeal seal, and over there, the seal squeal over there, and limped off with his tail tucked between his legs. I'm not sure this place means the word, knows the meaning of the word cut off. What happens to the sunken skunk's tab if he ever skips town? I'd break his legs. I break his legs? I break the legs of a man who comes in and tells me that news. That's what happens. Talk about shoot the messenger. I'm a bit thirsty. Any chance you can spare a few salts and pepper? Sure thing. Unless... Oh no. I've got to stop storing water in my food this morning. Oh. I didn't get to see what it said. Yes, it's a new detox. I'm trying it out. It's a new part of my detox I'm trying out. See you around. Now it's time for this. You was like a brother to me. That guy.
It's what we were having.
You're a piece of shit. A real piece of shit, you know.
I don't even know what that is.
He was like a brother. Brother to me. He was like a brother.
Okay, sorry. Alright, I take the hint. How about those king crabs?
Listen, boys. If you know what's good for your health, you're gonna stop talking right now.
Is this your handwriting?
Kid, don't make me get my lawyer. What? You got something more to say? You got something more to say?
No, I guess not.
Good. Believe me. Bye.
Hold on.
Hold on, investigator. Looks like my toxology samples have finished analyzing.
Let me guess. He died from ricin poisoning. Ricin poisoning?
Don't be ridiculous, Bobcat. No, this is the result. The results aren't showing any traces of foul play. Well, other than his blood alcohol content being high, enough to poison a small country.
So he was drunk as a skunk.
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Victim's blood alcohol was on levels absurdly high.
Well, it's been murky business.
Well, it's murky business, gentlemen, but I think we have all the information we need to draw a conclusion. Really? Because I haven't the foggiest idea of what's going to happen. But we're almost at the end again.
Really?
Dang. I don't think it was the dog guy. I don't think they would make it everyone again, would it? I think it was these two. Not him and him. I knew he did opium, but I think it was those two. For my dramatic accusation, I need to borrow your forensic kit. The trauma llama, you see, there's an 11th and important group in there. I must flourish at the important moment. Well, alright, if you say so. I have darkened the room for a very important reason. This is the part where I am open to As always, I'd like to give my psychics a chance to show me the trauma line. Want to crack the first? So I don't think it was the dog. investigator's an imposter. Oh my god! What the fuck? That investigator's an imposter! Two investigators? What on earth is going on? My eyeballs are alligators. My eyeballs are alligators. Alligators. No, Bobcat. There's only one alligator. That man there isn't other than the Naffer's mastermind who has crocodile. But you knew all the inside jokes from the last investigator. Crocodile is a criminal genius Bobcat, still my latest cases, and the person I as child. I suppose I should be flattered. Quite frankly, I am too impressed, investigator. You escaped my captivity as much quicker than I would have thought. You were a worthy foe, crocodile, but my shit-sneaking plans end here. No, I think after all, I succeeded in obtaining what I came here for, the Trauma Llama's forensic kit, containing several very powerful sedatives that are lethal poisons available to practiced and shit-friendly examiners to examine. What? No! Give me back my kit! And I didn't. I went to 8 years of medical school for that. No! Don't! The crocodile is... Also, expert in combat. Competent. Cut down my own sawbone by my... Cut down by my own sawbone. Bobcat, get an ambulance! But Crocodile's getting away! The Trauma Llama is more important, Bobcat. Now do it! That's right. Tend to your fallen friend. Very well. Look forward to today. To that, see you later, investigator. After a while, crocodile. What the fuck just happened? No! Not again! The Trauma Llama. He was the best in his field. Oh my god. These games are so stupidly silly. I love them for that.